The following video may not be suitable for children 13 and under. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hey everyone, Untitled here with a Transformers discussion video. Today we're going to take a look at the HasLab Star Saber video. I took some screenshots of the video that the guy did going over everything. It was a long video, 40 some minutes. This video will not be that long, it'll be much shorter. I'll talk over some things that were discussed, some opinions. I did get this HasLab project. I backed it, just so you're aware. I want some opinions from you in the comments. Basically, are you disappointed? Are you excited? What are you looking forward to? What do you not like? Let me know in the comments. Or did you just skip it completely? No connection to the character or whatever. And I don't have much of a connection, but I thought the figure was pretty damn cool, so definitely had to get it. Before we get started on it, if you have not subscribed to this channel, please do. That'll help me out quite a bit. I'm trying to get the channel monetized. Just being honest with you, I've been doing this for quite a while. Hovering at close to 1,500 subscribers, but still not hitting the monetized limit. We're getting there, but I can't do it without you. So please help me out on that. Also, check out the other Rejecticons. That's Kato's Collection Reviews, Larkin's Lair, and Sardo News Spy 82. All right, so I'm recording sound over here on my phone, so I may have to do some adjustment and editing, so just bear with me. But first of all, we started just showing everything that comes in the kit. This is an EP sample, so engineering production sample. Usually they come in all kinds of different colors because whatever the machine had in it at the time is what they run. But this is pretty close to what you probably will see. Not minus paint and decals and full stamp and all that good stuff, but close enough to look at. So we get all the blast effects. Looks like we got 6 blast effects: the V-Lock cannon, the blaster, the shield, sword, stand, Victory Leo, Star Saber. Very cool. Very excited to get this first of all, but let's go through and just take a look. The next thing we saw here was just showing you Star Saber on the stand. Really reminds me of Jetfire, and I feel like some things have been used from Jetfire. It's got a lot of articulation in the figure overall, so I'm not saying they just copied it, but there's some things from Jetfire that seem to just kind of go with this character. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Let me know what you think. So he basically showed him off. He looks good. Like I said, you can't compare paint or anything like that. Just gotta take it with a grain of salt right here. But looking nice so far. Next picture we're going to take a look at is comparison in size beside Star Saber and Prime. This is the Earthrise Prime. And I don't have an actual measurement on the Prime. I should have done that, but you can see that he himself is not quite double in size. Maybe 3/4 of Prime's height difference, maybe. Kind of depending on the angle which is shot from a little bit down up. So, not quite can tell right there, but I think that looks pretty good. Next picture we're going to take a look at is showing the sword. So, you can see right here, and I'll show you in another picture, the butterfly joints. Got a lot of articulation, very good. He can bring the sword in. He can do different things. It's showing that the sword right here becomes part of the small jet. What is it? I forget what the jet's called. Is it just Saber? The red jet, plugs in. There's something you got to do with the handle to get it to snap in, so you have to be aware of that. Next picture we're going to take a look at is showing that butterfly joint. Actually, the shoulders seem to bend backwards and go forward in, so that's awesome. Really like that they're doing that. Looks really good, so can't wait to see more of this figure. We're going to go down here a little bit more, and we're just showing weapon storage. You can store the sword into the leg on the side of the armor. That's down the back. Just didn't seem to be any room. You'll see the hand there, and he said the hands were similar to Jetfire's, where the 5mm port pops out when the hand is closed and open. Those fingers look like they're a little bit more articulated than I thought, though. Next picture we're going to take a look at is what the storage. You can use the shield, plug the sword into the back of the shield. It'll also hold the blaster, which you'll see in another photo here. Right there, so you can see the blaster is plugged into the port, and it's got a lot A lot of holes there, so you can stick weapons, whatever you want to stick there. So plenty of room. Next, I'm going to take a look at the base mode. This is very, I like base modes, and this comes from a guy who loves base modes. This is kind of very meh for me. Probably will never use this. It's cool that you have that option. I just don't really like it. It's basically, not much to it to me. But with the MicroMasters, they didn't have the MicroMasters in hand from the factory, so could not look at those. But definitely something to be aware of. Next, size comparison between the V-Star. The names are going to get me, so don't comment, oh, this is what it's called. We're just going to call him the Red Jet because I forget the names. But here's a comparison of size. He's a little bit smaller. It comes with the Brain of Courage in there. A little bit smaller than Hound. So that's the Jet right there. You can see that size. And there's the Jet transformed. You can take a look at him there. I'm trying to get my screen adjusted here. But the Brain of Courage can fit inside the cockpit. Jet looks very cool. I like that. Blast effects will plug into the back of the Jet. So blast effects seem to work with everything. There's the Jet combined. The shield goes into the back. The head goes on to the back of the Jet. You can plug in a blaster too as well. The Jet looks really good. I really like it. It might be that I might like the Jet more than the robot, if you believe that. There it is from another angle. Very clean. Like I said, hard to compare colors and everything right now this early. So here's Victory Leo. The biggest disappointment, I think Victory Leo has no waist articulation, but it is what it is. I'm not going to say anything about any kind of paint or whatever. You just don't know. There's the V-Lock cannon. Yeah, with the blasters on there. Kind of hate that the blasters are so hollow underneath. That seems like, especially a HasLab project, that's something that shouldn't really be an issue, but I'm sure somebody's going to make some upgrade kits for this. Here's a comparison size to Victory Leo between Earthrise Prime and Hound. I think that looks pretty good. And then we're going to go and just show with different options. The cannon mounted on the shoulder, they'll flip down. You can have the big cannon mounted on the side, or he'll hold it in his hand. There's plenty of options here. There is Victory Leo in line mode. I thought that looked pretty good. I wasn't a fan of the rear end of Victory Leo, but it's okay. And here it is in the Victory Leo Jet, whatever we're calling it. I like this. This looks pretty good. The Jets seem to be not bad. Pretty clean. Here it is combined. This looks fantastic. I love the look of this. I might keep this guy in this mode, flip back and forth. I really like this. Really do. And we get another angle with the stand. The stand is usable in both modes. You can have it in the vehicle mode, jet mode, or you can also have it in robot mode. So that looks great. We've got a picture here with all the blast effects plugged in. So you can see that. That looks really nice. The blast effects are supposed to be green, I believe. I think you see it green. That would make the most sense. Here's the two of them. Star Saber and Victory Leo side by side. You can get a comparison how big they are. So, pretty decent. Here you can take Victory Leo's wings and guns, and you can actually plug them to any figure that has a 5mm port on the back, like Prime. So it's something you can do. I don't think anybody's probably ever going to do that, but that's an option. That's pretty cool. The feet impressed me by the transformation with this attachment point here. They say this is the first time they've done this, but they're kind of hinting around it'll be used in the future. I love it. You split the legs apart and use them as the feet. It's fantastic engineering and very impressive. So here it is, fully assembled. Really can get a guesstimate on height here from this picture. You can see how the feet plug in. They just kind of clip on in the front, and there's like a latch that covers the front as well. Here it is on the stand. He hovers when attached to the stand, so that's pretty neat. Here he is fully weaponed out, sitting on the stand, holding the cannon. You can do some different poses. Very cool to see him showing all this. And then on the back, this last picture is going to be the weapon storage. So you can see everything stored on it. So real quick, some thoughts overall. Really excited for this. Really am. I wish I'd gotten 2, to be honest with you now, to keep one in jet and one in robot mode. I'm probably going to regret not doing that, but at least I got 1, so that's all I can say. Hopefully this begs for the future for more stuff from the Japanese series that we'll see. Not necessarily in HasLab, but I'd love to see other figures. I'd love to see a Death Source. Need a Death Source. So hopefully that will come down the road. One thing, this impressed me for a guy who never really done videos before. The guy at Hasbro did a pretty damn good job. It's not easy doing this stuff in front of a camera. I drop stuff all the time, and I mean, it's very impressive. And I like that they did this. I hope Hasbro will do more of this early, show some of the stuff from the factories. Prototype final product will vary. That's fine. People understand, but this honesty and coming out and showing everything goes a long ways towards making people excited for something to come. So let me know in the comments what you think about Star Saber. Are you excited? Did this video excite you? Are you disappointed? Are you no care at all? Let me know in the comments. Like I said, check out the channel, subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Check out the other Rejecticons, Kato's Collection reviews, Larkin's Lair, and Sardo Noonspot 82. Thank you for watching, guys. I really do appreciate it.